Oh yeah. Guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the channel. As you can clearly see, we have some sun today, and that jacks me up more than you'll ever know. Sorry about the shakiness, but I'm not wasting any time. I'm getting to the water right now. I woke up this morning to 60-degree weather and sunny. So I'm gonna go back to the dump. Even though the past 2 times I was there, I got skunked. It was, you know, 30 degrees and ice on the water. It has been high 50s since last night, and we got the sun. It's a smaller body of water, and it's gonna warm up a lot quicker than these big lakes and these rivers. So I'm gonna go back to the dump, and I'm gonna try my best. And we did have a heavy rain last night, so if it is a little bit muddy, that's gonna just push the fish up even more shallow. So we actually have a chance to catch some fish today. I'm super hopeful. I'm gonna take everything I got. I'm gonna throw everything at them, and we're just gonna do our best. You know, I was gonna do the intro at the house, but I don't want to waste time. I want to get to the water, and I want to get my lines wet as soon as I possibly can, and spend every second that I have trying my best to hook up for you guys, because it's killing me. Like, I am dying inside. But I'll see you guys when we get to the water. Really quick, verse of the day is going to be popping up. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Please, if you are not already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I know half of you that watch my videos are not subscribed. So go ahead and click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future content. That being said, I'll see you guys at the lake. Alright guys, we've made it, and I'm not the only person that had this idea. There's another fisherman down on the other end, but even though I'm hooked right now, I'm gonna start out with a spinnerbait and this golden lipless crankbait because the water is muddy. Okay. I can already tell you guys that was a huge waste of time. We are gonna go ahead and accept defeat from the dump because she is just not ready to be fished yet. I showed up there this morning. The water was super cold, super muddy, and super flooded. We fished it for about 2 hours. We threw a little bit of everything and just could not get bit. So we made the executive decision to travel about 45 minutes to Fish Trap Lake, otherwise known as Fish Trash. It's known as Fish Trash because there is a steady current throughout the entire main lake that leads into this point right here, and that feeds into a spillway, and over time that current pulls in every little single piece of trash throughout the entire lake to this one specific spot. And it's actually really sad to see because when it's built up like that, it is absolutely filthy. But there's a lot of rock structure right here. So what I'm hoping for is, even though this is super muddy as well, I'm hoping that the sun has been beating down on those rocks and has acquired enough heat to pull some of these bass out of the deeper areas into the shallow to get warm. So we're gonna be throwing a jig and doing some cranking. We should be able to stretch about 3 hours. It's 2:30 right now and it doesn't get dark until around 5:45. So 3 hours is hopefully enough time because I need to catch fish. I need to get some slime on my hands. So hopefully by the time we load up and are ready to go, I have at least handled one of these slimy creatures. So you guys stay tuned, enjoy the video, and wish me luck. Woo. As you can clearly see, this place is extremely muddy as well. We're gonna start out with this little crankbait here. Been here 5 minutes. Already lost my crankbait. Let's give this lipless a try. I'm gonna break my ankles trying to walk through this crap. Alright, let's see here. It's fantastic. Alright guys, this isn't working. Been here 15 minutes, lost 3 lures. I just bought all this stuff yesterday. Boys and girls, I admit it, we traveled 45 minutes just to waste some gas, make a few casts, lose about $20 in lures, and then drive 45 minutes back. We are now at my local pond, Jenkins Lake, I guess. It's not a pond, but looks like a pond. And we're about a minute and a half from my house, and I've never fished it this time of the year. It is still a little muddy, but it's not as bad as the other places. And you can't catch fish unless you try. So we're going to give it a full send before we have to load up and go home. You guys stay tuned. Enjoy the video if there is one. All right, we are going to start off with this sexy looking jig here. Looks like somebody else had the same idea that I did, which is perfectly fine. There's plenty of room. I don't know, like I said, I don't know if we're gonna do any good here. I've never had much luck at this pond, but we're not having luck anywhere else either, so we might as well give it a go. Ugh. It is obviously the next day, and I'm actually filming this little segment after what you are about to see. The reason for that is I didn't even plan on fishing, let alone filming, but I had to go out and get tested again before I'm allowed to go back to work, and while I was out, I just figured why not try the river. I wasn't going to film because the water is extremely flooded, it's extremely dirty, and it is super cold because even though it was 60 degrees yesterday, it dropped back down to the high 30s today. So I wasn't planning on filming, but then I decided to just try it out and throw on the GoPro just in case. And I am so glad that I did. Half of you guys that are watching right now are not subscribed, so please go ahead, hit the subscribe button, hit that little notification bell, and leave a like for this fish. My very first fish of 2021, and it is a freaking stud. Enjoy. Oh, what is this nonsense? What is this nonsense? Oh yeah, she's muddy. She is muddy. And there's a down tree. Got a place for my rods now. I'd like to say this looks promising, but it does not. We're gonna try it anyway. Try it anyway. With this sexy jig here. Right here is stupid deep. I usually catch fish along that rock wall over there. I highly doubt it right now, but figured I'd make a couple pitches and let the current take it. You never know. Oh, I had to put my mask on, guys. It's freezing. This is a cool little rod holder. This is a whole lot different than it used to be. I'll tell you that much right now. Lost my jig. Went ahead and put on a much bigger jig so they can see it a little bit more. And I put a fluke, a half of a fluke on the end of this little spinnerbait. Hopefully give it a little bit more meat. That way I can fish it a little bit slower and also cast it where I need to cast it. So we'll try this. This is pretty wild. It's like a little curtain of vines. Cool. Look at that. Nice. So this is where we usually go down, but there's no bank right now because it's so flooded. So I'm gonna try to stand like right here by this tree if I don't slide down this. Oh wow. Slightly dangerous. Okay, cool. Come on, this is the spot. I feel it. I feel it. This is the location. There's gotta be fish here. During the winter, these smallmouth, they go to the deepest slack waters that they can find. And there's not many deep spots in this river in my area. So they gotta be in some of these deep spots here.
Rage on that beat, going crazy.
Oh yeah. Guys, 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 guys. What just happened? Did that just happen? Did that just happen? I'm freaking out. I am freaking out. Holy crap. Holy crap. That's like a 2.5 pound smallmouth, you guys. That just happened. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Thank you. Look, I'm shaking so bad. I'm shaking so bad. We gotta get this big girl in some water. Let's go. Wow. I gotta make this fast, guys, but look at this big girl. I gotta make this super fast because I kinda gotta toss her in. I can't get down to the water, unfortunately, but let's freaking go. Yes. First fish of 2021, and it's a freaking tank. 2.5 pound smallmouth. Say bye to her. She's gorgeous. I know this kind of sucks, but I gotta toss her. I have no other way to get down there. I'm gonna get as low as I can. Oh, thank you so much. Yes. There she goes. This is why you don't stop fishing, guys. This is my 5th day out in a row, and I've been getting skunked everywhere. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try to come down to the river. I know it's flooded, and I know it's really hard to find these fish when the water's so flooded and dirty, but I had nowhere else to go. I had to give it a try. That big girl came on this tiny little chartreuse spinnerbait, and I put a half of a fluke on the back just to give it a little bit more meat. And I was having issues with these not wanting to spin because there was no weight on it. So I threw that on there. She smacked it. That got it done. I am so freaking jacked. I was just talking about how they have to be in these few spots that we have around here. They have to be. I didn't even get a picture with that fish. I had to hurry up and get her back in the water. But they had to be in these deeper pockets because there's nowhere else around here that has deep pockets. So I've stopped at 4. This is my 4th spot in the river today. 2nd or 3rd cast, and she smoked it. Let's freaking go. That fish means more to me than you guys will ever know. It may not be the biggest fish. It's my biggest one out of here, guaranteed. But that fish is the fish that brought me back. I'm back, boys. Man, that was intense. Not only is that my first fish of the year, it's my biggest out of this river, and I watched her eat. She came up and just destroyed this little spinnerbait. Thank you, God.
Oh, wow. This right here is what did it. I've never caught a fish on this, and it just got demolished. I just smoked a 2.5 pounder in water that looks like a college girl's frappe from Starbucks. Yes.